another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wolverines' return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to pass on second down. And the ball is intercepted. Touchdown, Penn State! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Coming after it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Complete to the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. To the air, it's Douglas. Gets it out fast. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Addison. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Working that left side now.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward, because they have not run it well.
Throwing right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Anderson with the carry. Fights off a defender. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
A little screen to the running back.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 45 on its way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Douglas. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Fires left. It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in the game. When you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Now adjusting. He throws one to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Douglas. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Let's go! Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Makes the catch! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Penn State 35, Michigan 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
To the air, it's Douglas. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, looking for a man. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. They'll open the second half on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the draw. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves them with 3rd and 3.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He chucks one out to the right. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Got his man on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
35, Michigan, 24.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Off the RPO, complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's long. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Wolverines! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 10 with the catch in the end zone.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. From the gun. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Of 20. 1st down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back. It's long. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Using the quick game. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
And quarterbacks have to really understand spacing. They got to understand I'm near the sideline. I can shade inside of that guy and understand there's not a lot of room outside. He does a really good job of knowing where he is on the field, breaking on the football, making the interception.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Douglas. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're bringing heat. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
Brings up 2nd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute